Hello, welcome to your Yoga Foundations practice. My name's Ari, just in case we've never met before. Now in today's practice, we're going to work with twisting your spine. We'll work with some seated twisting postures. We'll do a couple of standing balancing twisting postures as well. Now, one thing with twisting is it helps really eliminate tension from deep within your body. So you know when someone's feeling a little bit flat, a little bit deflated, they kind of hunch over and they sit low, or they walk kind of hunched over and everything looks a bit meh. Well, when we start twisting the spine, we start to free up the energy in the spine again. So when you free up the energy in the spine, you'll be able to sit a little taller, walk a little taller, or have a little bit more energy to do the things you need to do in your day. So twisting poses can be invigorating, so re-energizing. They can also be restorative depending on the type of twist you do, like supine twists and everything. So we'll do a whole array of different twists, okay? So this is great if you have any spinal situations or low energy. This will help wake you up again, okay? But as usual, take it easy if you've got something going on with your body. Just do what you need to do. If you want to sit on a block or a cushion to start, we're coming into a cross-leg position like I am now, okay? Rest your hands on your thighs. Start to close your eyes and tune into your breath. You want to go into your inner experience. Remember that your yoga practice is really an inner journey. So start to move in, connect in, drop in. What do you notice? How is the quality of your breath? How is the quality of your attention? Can you start to refine your breath and your attention? And sitting nice and tall, you'll start to bring your hands in front of your heart. Press your palms together. Feel more energy lift up through your spine. Now, if you'd like to set an intention or a dedication for your practice, you could do that now. Or maybe bring to mind something that you'd like to bring energy to for your life. A project, anything at all, a situation. And once you've done that, gently open your eyes and release your hands. Have a good practice. I'm going to mirror you. So you take your right hand over to your left knee. Now take your left fingertips into the floor behind you, not too far away from your body, somewhere just not too far from your tailbone sacrum area. Now when you inhale, I want you to lift up through the sides of the torso, lift up through the sides of your neck. Now draw the belly back to the spine. As you exhale, start to twist towards the left. Now I want you to think of that right rib cage wrapping around towards your left leg. I also want you to think of your shoulders sliding down towards the earth. So the top of the head keeps lifting up towards the sky. All the while the breath stays smooth and calm, traveling in and out of your nose. And if you can, you think of your elbows moving away from each other. So when the arms are slightly bent and the elbows move away from each other, you'll have a sense of being broad in the upper back, nice and full in the upper back. Breathe into this space. Let the twist happen from around the core area. Now take an inhale here. As you exhale, gently release and come back to center. We'll take it to the other side. Left hand to right knee, right fingertips in the earth, just behind you, not too far away. Now inhale, lift up through the sides of the torso, the sides of the neck. Now draw the navel back to the spine and start to twist towards the right. Now feel that left rib cage move around to the right. Now understand, if you can, that the twist doesn't happen from your neck. The twist happens from your core and your lower rib cage area. So twist from here. Feel the upper back. Breathe smoothly and calmly, because sometimes when we twist, the breath gets a little shorter. Consciously elongate. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, gently release and come back to center. Okay, now come into tabletop. Hands under your shoulders, knees below your hips. Make sure that your fingers are spread comfortably, your index fingers are facing forwards, and your biceps are also facing forwards. Now zip up the belly a little bit to fill the lower back, so you're in neutral. Now when you're ready to inhale, just lift your right arm up, open your chest to the right. As you exhale, return your right hand down. So just that to start. Inhale, raise your left arm up, open the chest to the left. Exhale, place your left hand down. Inhale, raise your right arm up, open the chest to the right. Exhale, return it down. Inhale, raise your left arm up, open the chest to the left. Exhale, return it down. Now this time, inhale, lift your right arm up, open the chest to the right. As you exhale, you're going to thread your right arm underneath your left arm until the right shoulder, right ear come towards the floor. Now your left hand can reach forward, so your left arm goes straight. Your right hip hugs in a little bit to the midline, and so does your left. Now feel free to stay here. If you feel like you want to go a little bit further, inhale your left arm up, and then exhale, wrap your left arm behind your back, and see if you can find your outer right hip or your upper thigh somewhere. Now move your left shoulder back and down. Feel like the left rib cage is trying to open to the sky, the right rib cage wrapping under. Breathe. Now if you took that bind with the top arm, next inhale, take your left arm up. Now everyone exhale, return your left hand next to your face. Start to straighten your left arm. Inhale, unthread your right arm. Open the chest to the right. And then exhale, return your right hand down. You're back in table. Other side, inhale, left arm up. Open the chest to the left. Exhale, thread the back of your left hand under the right arm till the left shoulder, left ear come down. Now the right hand reaches forwards, right arm straight. Hug the right hip into the midline and the left. Draw the belly in. Either stay if that's what you did on the other side, or inhale your right arm up and then exhale, wrap your right arm behind your back. Can you find your outer left hip or upper thigh? Move the right shoulder back and down. Breathe. Smooth breaths. Now you can feel that right rib cage trying to spiral open to the sky, the left rib cage wrapping under as you breathe. If you took that bind with your top arm, next inhale, reach it back up. Then everyone exhale, return right hand next to face. Start to straighten right arm. Inhale, unthread left arm. Open chest to the left. And then exhale, place left hand down in the floor. You're back in your table. Let's get into the spine a bit more. Inhale, belly dips. Heart moves forwards and up through straight arms. Cow pose. Exhale, tailbone tucks, spine rounds, chin to chest. Cat pose. Inhale, belly dips. Heart moves forwards and up. Exhale, spine rounds, bring chin to chest. Keep the biceps facing forwards. Inhale, belly dips. Heart forwards and up. And then exhale, tailbone tucks, spine rounds, bring chin to chest. Now come back to center. Now inhale, tap left elbow with right knee. Exhale, put right knee down. Other side, inhale, tap right elbow with left knee. Exhale, put the left knee down. Now this time, inhale, tap left elbow with right knee. Exhale, step your right foot back, half plank. Inhale, tap right elbow with left knee. Exhale, step left foot back, now you're in plank. Now inhale here, and then downward dog, exhale. It's your first downward dog, so make movements or adjustments if you need to make them. Making sure the index finger's still facing forwards, the knuckles are still grounded into the mat. Arms straight, biceps wrapping forwards. Hips reaching up and back. Belly in, ribs in, heels melting down. Breathe. Now slowly lift your heels, shift forwards into a plank. Find a straight line in your plank just for a moment. Shift forwards from the toes again. Lower your knees. As you exhale, slowly bend your arms and lower all the way down to the floor. When you get to the floor, untuck your toes, wrists are below elbows, cobra pose. Hug the arms in, inhale, peel up your head and chest. And then exhale back down. Again, inhale, peel up your head and chest. And exhale down. Just do one more to warm up into the spine a bit more. And then exhale down. Now take an inhale, you can relax the legs. Go to child's pose. As you exhale, send your bum back to your heels. Stretch out the spine. Now know that you can come to this position anytime you want through your practice today. Now when you're ready, shift forwards into the table again. Tuck under the toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your knees, start to straighten your legs. Downward dog again. Now slowly walk your feet up between your hands. You can get your blocks if you like, place them next to your feet so you bring the floor closer to you. Find a halfway lift and lengthen and extend. And if you don't have blocks, just bring your hands on your shins. Then when you exhale, I just want you to take all this length into the fold. And if you need to bend your legs, just do that. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen and extend. And then exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold. You can move the blocks to the sides if they're there for now. Now halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Hands on hips, exhale. Press into the feet. Inhale, lift the head and chest, come up. Lengthen the tailbone down. Keep the pelvis facing forwards. Now release your arms down by the sides. Tadasana, mountain pose. Now when you're ready, turn the palms face out. Inhale, lift your arms up. Urdhva Hastasana, tailbone keeps lengthening down. Listen carefully, left hand reaches forwards, right arm reaches back in a T-shaped twist. Now your palms are facing to the right. Now notice if the left hip moved around to the right. If it did, I want you to hug that left hip back to the left. So keep your pelvis facing directly to the front end of your mat. The shoulders slide down, you're lifting up through the crown of the head. Just imagine the arms at equal height. Remember, the twist is not happening from the neck. Now circle the right hand down forwards next to the left. Inhale, arms up. And then circle the hands down and fold to the floor. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Just step your left foot back as you exhale, bend your right leg, and you're going to lower your left knee into the floor. Feel free to pad your back knee with a cushion if you want, and you can untuck the back toe for now. Place the left hand flat on the floor or on a block if you need it. Take your right hand to your left shoulder, move your left shoulder down your body towards your back foot, and spin that left bicep forwards. Now take your right hand to the outside of your right knee. Just press that right leg towards the midline a bit. Now zip up your belly, inhale. Start to twist to the right as you exhale, and I want you to think of stacking your right shoulder on top of your left. Keep hugging that right leg in, then raise your right arm up. So you're in this T-shaped lunge. Keep lengthening, keep lifting. Now tuck under your back toes, extend your back leg straight. So you're in a stronger T-shaped lunge. Start to reach your right arm diagonally forwards. Now look down, circle your right hand down, and step your left foot forwards. Find a halfway lift. Hands can be on shins or blocks. And then fold, exhale. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Tailbone lengthens down. T-shaped twist to the left. Exhale, right arm forwards, left arm back, and palms face to the left. Now remember that right hip is facing forwards. It's not wrapping around to the left, so you've got to hug that right hip back. Shoulders down, energy reaches out through the arms. Top of the head lifting up. Now circle the left hand down forwards next to the right. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, fold, taking the hands to the floor. Bend your legs if you want. Find a halfway lift, lengthen and extend. Now step your right foot back as you exhale, bend your left leg. You're going to lower your right knee, pat it if you need to, untuck your back toe. Put the right hand flat in the floor below the shoulder or use a block. Take your left hand to your right shoulder. Slide your right shoulder down towards your right foot and spin that right bicep forwards. Left hand goes to outside of left leg. Just press that left leg to the center line. Zip up your belly. Now start to twist towards the left. Now I'm trying to stack my left shoulder on top of my right, and I keep my right shoulder moving down. From there, you raise your left arm up. Now I keep thinking of the lower rib cage moving to the inner leg. Twist and breathe. Tuck under your back toes. Energize your back leg. So now you're in a stronger lunge with this T-shaped twist, and breathe. Circle your left hand down to the floor. Step your right foot forwards next to your left. Halfway lift, hands can be on shins or blocks. Inhale, fold, exhale. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Tailbone lengthens down. Bring your hands to your heart as you exhale. Take another breath here, and then as you exhale, arms by your sides. Now bring your hands on your hips. Bend both your legs. Sit down deeply. Now look down at your toes. Make sure you can see all 10 of your toes, even the base of your little toe. Now lift your chest up, send the gaze up. Move your tailbone down, and now raise your arms up. Chair pose. Now we're going to add a T shape, so take left arm forwards, right arm back, palms are facing the right. Now remember that left hip hugs back towards the left, so I want your pelvis still facing forwards. Breathe. Now circle the right hand down forwards next to the left. Inhale, chair. Take the hands down to the floor, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Step your left foot back as you exhale, bend your right leg. You can lower your left knee again, untuck the back toe. Left hand flat in the floor or block, right arm up. Hug the right leg to the midline. Zip up the belly, tuck under your back toes, energize the back leg, twist a little more, keep the shoulders sliding down. Now reach your right arm diagonally forwards, gaze down, circle the right hand down. This time lower the left knee again. You can keep the back toes tucked under. Press into both feet. Inhale, lift the arms up. Crescent or low lunge. Now take your left arm forwards, right arm back in a T shape. So the palms are facing the right again. Hug that left hip back, scissor the right leg in, wrap the left rib cage around towards your right leg. Breathe and twist, breathe and twist. Circle the right hand down forwards next to the left. Inhale in your low lunge. And then exhale, circle your hands down just briefly. Straighten your front leg. And if you need to use blocks, just use blocks. Bring the floor closer to you. You can flex your right foot back. Hug the left hip in, melt the right hip down. Smooth breaths. Now bend your right leg. Energize your back leg. Step your left foot forwards next to your right. Find a halfway lift, lengthen and extend. And then fold, exhale. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Listen carefully, ground into your left foot. Exhale, interlace the fingers around your right shin. Hug your right shin in, send your shoulders down. Now just hold your outer right knee with your left hand. Take your right thumb in your right hip and just press that right hip crease down. Now start to wrap your left rib cage to your right leg, so you're starting to twist to the right. Shoulders are down, elbows move away from each other, and if you can, you're going to reach your right arm back. So it's a balancing twist. Breathe, twist, balance. Now slowly bring the gaze forwards, circle the right hand down and forwards, interlace the fingers again, hug it in one breath, and then release your right foot down. Bend both legs, return to chair, lift your arms up. Pelvis down. T-shaped twist to the left, right arm forwards, left arm back, palms face the left. Now the right hip's hugging back to the right. Then circle the left hand down forwards next to the right. Inhale, chair. Then take the hands down to the floor. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step your right foot back as you exhale. Bend your left leg, lower your right knee. Untuck the back toe for now. Right hand flat in the floor or block. Remember the right shoulder moves back, left arm up, T-shaped twist to the left. Twist a little more, keep the shoulders moving down, scissor that left leg in. Tuck under the back toes, energize the back leg. Twist a little more. Reach your left arm diagonal. Gaze down, circle your left hand down, lower your right knee again. You come to the low lunge, sweep the arms up. Now T-shape, right arm forwards, left arm back. Scissor that left leg in, wrap that right rib cage around to the left. Circle the left hand down, forwards next to the right. Inhale, arms up. And then circle the hands down, briefly straighten your left leg. Half splits, use blocks if you like. Just breathe into this hamstring a little bit. Rebend your left leg, energize your back leg, step your right foot forwards, find a halfway lift and lengthen, and then fold, exhale. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, listen carefully, ground into your right foot. Exhale, interlace the fingers around your left shin. Stand tall, shoulders down. Now just hold with the right hand. Bring your left thumb in your left hip crease, guide it down. Start to draw the belly in and move your right rib cage closer to your left leg. Remember, elbows move away from each other, shoulders down. If you can, you're going to reach your left arm back. Standing balancing twist. Slowly circle the left hand around to grab your shin again, hug it in one breath, and then lower your left foot down next to your right. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, fold, take the hands down. Halfway lift and lengthen. Step your left foot back, bend your right leg. Now crescent warrior, inhale, take the arms up. Now the T shape again, left arm forwards, right arm back. You're going to scissor that right leg to the midline, wrap that left rib cage around to the right leg. Breathe. Now inhale, sweep the right hand down forwards next to the left. And then exhale, circle the hands down. You might need your blocks or your fingertips. Just straighten your front leg as best you can. Just briefly breathing into that right leg. Now bend your right leg again. Step your left foot forwards, find a halfway lift and lengthen and extend. And then fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step your right foot back, feet about hip distance. Exhale, bend left leg. Inhale, sweep the arms, crescent warrior. Now we're adding the T shape. So the right arm goes forwards, left arm goes back. Palms face to the left, scissor left leg in. Wrap the right rib cage around. Circle the left hand down forwards next to the right. Inhale, arms up. Circle the hands down. Just briefly straighten the left leg. Brief pyramid. Use your blocks if you want. Now rebend your left leg. This time step your left foot back, come to plank. Inhale, shift forward. You can lower the knees. Exhale, bend your elbows and hover off the floor. Lower the hips, untuck the toes. Cobra, inhale. Child's pose, exhale, sit back on your heels. Breathe. Slowly walk your hands back, coming to sit. Okay, now lean off to one side and just extend your legs in front of you. Bend your right leg and step your right foot over the top of your left leg. Now, Ardha Matsyendrasana, or your seated twist, this is a variation to have the left leg straight. We'll do this for now. Now, with your left arm, you're going to hug your right leg and you will hold your left wrist with your right hand. And as I hug in, I sit taller. Now, just for a moment, take your right thumb in your right hip crease and press it down. So I want that outer right hip to move down towards the floor. Sit up even taller if you can and put a flex in that left foot. Now, take your right fingertips in the floor just behind you, not too far away. Remember the arm is slightly bent. Zip in your belly and then take your left rib cage closer to your right leg. So we're trying to sandwich the left rib cage and right leg closer together. Slide your shoulders down. Now, if you feel like you've got more to go, inhale, raise the left arm up. Exhale, take your left elbow to the other side of your right leg, and the hand can be in front of the heart. Inhale, sit taller, shoulders down. Pull the belly in, twist even further. Right shoulder down, breathe. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, gently release, and you're going to de-rotate to the other way. Come back to center, extend your right leg straight. Now bend your left leg, step your left foot over the top of your right leg. Try to press down through the sole of your left foot and flex your right foot. Now your right arm's going to hug that left leg and your left hand will hold your right wrist. You pull in closer to your leg and you sit taller. Left thumb can go in left hip crease. Just guide that left hip down. Then you take your left fingertips in the floor behind. Try to twist a little deeper. If you feel like you've got more to go, inhale, raise your right arm up. Exhale, take your right arm the other side of your left leg, hand in front of the heart. Inhale, lift. Now you'll see from the back my shoulders slide down, the left elbow bends, and I take my rib cage closer to my left leg. Remember, the twist is not happening from the neck, it's happening from the core. Lower ribs, twisting. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly release, and then de-rotate the other side. Come back to center. Extend your left leg. Now shuffle your bum forwards. Place your feet down flat and slowly come down vertebrae by vertebrae onto your back. Okay, let's do a little bit of twisting core. Interlace the fingers at the base of your skull. Lift your feet off the floor and imagine a right angle with your legs. Now lift your shoulder blades up. Take an inhale. When you exhale, take your left elbow to your right knee, but extend your left leg straight. Inhale, rebend, come to center. Exhale, right elbow to left knee, but extend right leg straight. Inhale, rebend, center. Exhale, left elbow to right, extend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right elbow to left, extend right. One more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow to right, extend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right elbow to left, extend right. Come back to center. Relax your head, shoulders, hug your knees in. Now put your feet down flat on the floor, your hands just touching your heels. We'll do a few rounds of bridge breathing. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips and lift your arms up. Exhale, slowly release your arms and spine back down. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips and arms up. Exhale, slowly release your arms and spine back down. Tailbone touches last. Just do one more. Inhale, lift your hips and arms. Exhale, slowly release the arms and spine down. Okay, now we'll take a supine twist. So take your arms out in a T shape. Take an inhale, keep the feet as they are. As you exhale, just drop your knees to the right and see how your legs are staggered. You can stay exactly like that as an option, or you can pull your left knee on top of your right. Flex your feet. Your right hand can also rest on top of your left leg. Now, if you're doing that, take your left thumb to your left hip crease and just move that left hip forwards a bit towards the end of your mat. Now feel how that's just given you a little bit more space in your left lower ribs and lower back. Now try to wrap that left rib cage back towards the mat, even though your legs have gone to the right. You can even look to the left as an option. Try to keep that right shoulder blade pressing down and that left shoulder also pressing down. Now breathe deeply, restorative breaths into the side of your body. One more breath. Slowly bring your legs back to center, your head back to center. Now put your feet flat, hip distance apart. Take the arms out again in a T. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop both your legs over to the left. Now remember, you can either just keep your legs staggered as they are, or you'll stack now right knee on top of left. Flex the feet maybe, left hand rests on top of right just to give you a bit more weight in it. Now as the legs are coming to the left, your right rib cage is trying to move down towards the floor. You can look towards the right, you can keep the shoulders pressing down into the mat. Now breathe deep breaths. This is a nice restorative twist. Breathe into this right side. Smooth, calming breaths. Slowly bring the head, the legs back to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest now. Curl into a ball. Feel how this gently engages your core, your lower back pressing flat in the floor. Now relax your head and shoulders back down. Place your feet back down. Just take your arms out in a T shape. One more time, inhale. Exhale, just drop both knees to the right. Inhale, center. And then exhale, take both knees to the left. Again, inhale, center. Exhale, drop both knees to the right. Go with your breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop both knees to the left. Now inhale, center. Exhale, extend your legs away from your head. So the heels, they just extend away from the crown of your head and your legs completely relax now. Imagine your spine in its nice neutral position. So nice straight spine. Arms by your sides, palms face the sky. Let your shoulders relax down again. Now how does your body feel? What do you notice? How do the muscles around your spine feel? What about your core? Your internal organs have been stimulated by this twisting. And now you have space along the spine so energy can flow up and down your spine and out into the rest of your body. Freeing up some of that tension you might have been holding on to. So as the shoulders slide down away from your ears, just imagine your neck very long, the crown of your head extending back. Let all your facial muscles relax. Allow the body to rest and reset. Shavasana. Now start to deepen your breath a bit more. See how much tension you can let go of with your exhalations. Take another deep breath. Let it all go. Bring some movement gently back to your toes, your fingers, your ankles, your wrists. Maybe take a big stretch. Reach the hands away from your feet. Bend one leg and just roll to your side. Choose which side you want to roll to. Be there nice and relaxed. And slowly make your way to a seated position, maybe a cross-legged position like how we started. Feel free to sit on a block or a cushion. Now rest your hands on your thighs wherever they're comfortable and sit up nice and tall. Feel for the space you've cultivated around the side of your torso. See if you can lift up even more through the crown of your head. Once you feel for this space you cultivated, bring your hands in front of your heart. Connect with your center. Connect with that focus. Now acknowledge the effort you made to step on your mat, just to move, just to breathe, and let everything else take care of itself. Always with patience and practice. Namaste. Okay, thank you for tuning into our Foundations Twist practice. I'll see you soon.